Those that crossed the line did not regain their clothing, and those that ran across to help the others lost theirs, as well as their purses, wallets, cameras, phones, jewelry, tattoos, dental work, and breast implants. In short, any material object that had been fashioned by the hand of man had simply ceased to exist. There were cries of shock from some and cries of fear from others, though strangely, no immediate expressions of pain. Perhaps the most unfortunate of the lot was the chief gardener for the observatory grounds, who ran across the event plain to assist those in need and almost instantly dropped dead on the spot from an apparent heart attack. It was later confirmed that his pacemaker had simply vanished from his chest as he passed into the affected area. How this was determined will be addressed in the appendices to this report. For now, we must consider even more momentous diversions from the norm. Initially, of course, everyone was focused exclusively on their own well-being or that of their family and friends. There were, however, a few independent and/or lonely souls who had come to the grounds by themselves. With no one else there to hold their attention, they were the first to look beyond their own needs and notice that it was not only personal effects that had vanished, but the buildings, walls, cars, and roads were all missing as well. There was little time to speculate, however, as those who had already recovered their wits were on the move en masse on both sides of the meridian. The terrified throngs on the event side of the line rushed forward like stampeding cattle, seeking refuge among those whom they could see on the trailing side, who was still in the world as it always had been. They were almost mindlessly driven to seek protection or a reconnection with their kin who were frantically waving them on, or, for those who were more forward-looking, by the concern that whatever had happened was just the beginning of something even worse. Regardless of their motivations, they charged forward, but with the pavement missing as well as their shoes. Many of them fell in front of the frenzied crowd as they stepped on sharp rocks or tripped on stones or hobbled themselves in gopher and mole holes that had lain under the road unseen. As they fell, they were overrun by the mob behind them, and in short order the multitude was swarming over the growing human breakwater to the horror of those whose loved ones were near the bottom of the writhing heap. Those on the normal side now saw the tsunami of humanity press forward. The first to project the likely outcome began to back away from the line, then turned and ran toward their cars, which had been parked in the overflow lot, mostly attracted by the commotion around them. Others made the connection as well. And soon there was a second wave, also crashing over anyone who fell before them, no longer considering themselves more fortunate than the terrified souls in the oncoming crush of naked bodies behind them. At some point, the slowest of the clothed were overcome by the fastest of the naked. Those with tendencies toward hypochondry worried that the afflicted might be contagious and tried to beat them back with cameras, purses, and all the other accessories they possessed that might be